All right, thanks, guys. Coming off another 3-1 day on Patreon for Wednesday. That's going to put us at 5-1 in our last 6 daily best plays, 9-4 in our last 13 daily doubles. Having a great past couple of weeks in those categories there. Once again, 3-1 in our Patreon plays yesterday. Patreon.com/BrockPage. Let's go ahead and get into Thursday's slate of Major League Baseball. Kind of a modified slate today, shorter slate, but we have a couple good games here. So let's go ahead and begin with the Twins taking on the Marlins. 12:10 Eastern first pitch in Miami. The Twins are minus 185, totals at 8. Now, we did see a 5-cent move toward the Twins in the early wagering. We also saw a little bit of movement downward on the total. The Twins open $1.80 up to 185. Total open 8.5 down to 8 flat. 67% are leaning Twins, 62% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Marlins are plus 155 on the money line. The Twins are minus $1.10 on the run line. We have Mike Pineda for the Twins, Jordan Yamamoto for the Marlins. Yamamoto comes into this game with 22 walks in just 42 innings pitched. Meanwhile, on the other side, Mike Pineda for the Twins is 7-5 with a 1.18 whip. He also has 100 strikeouts in just 111 innings. Now, the Marlins are dead last in the NL East. They are 24 games under 500. Just 41-65 overall for the year. They're also 28th in walks allowed. Now, the Twins on the other side, they are second in runs scored on the road, first in road hits, and they are in first place in the AL Central. They're actually 25 games over 500 at 66-41 overall for the year. Now, total-wise, the Twins are 70% to the over in their last 10. The Marlins are 80% to the over in their last 5, taking on Minnesota. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean Twins minus 1.5 and the over 8 runs in that game. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to go ahead and take another quick timeout and just welcome you to the show. Got some lines and personal leans out for Thursday's Major League Baseball action. The weekend's almost here, guys. And for some folks out there, the weekend is pretty much already here, with those favorable summer hours not having to work on Friday. But anyway, just got to remind you real quick, just to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage. Link is in the description section below. We do daily plays on that site. And we have many different memberships and tiers that you can subscribe to. And they begin at just $1.99 per month. Once again, we're 5-1 in our last 6 daily best plays, 9-4 in our last 13 daily doubles. So we're having an excellent month. We're looking to continue that as well, leading into football season. So definitely something you want to check out. Patreon.com/BrockPage. Link is in the description section below. All right, let's go ahead and move on and take a look at some more Thursday Major League Baseball games. All starts Eastern Standard Time. And on deck, we've got the Giants taking on the Phillies, 1:05 Eastern first pitch in South Philly. No line currently posted for this game. We have Derek Rodriguez for the Giants, Jake Arrieta for the Phils. Arrieta's 8-8 with a 4.51 ERA and a 1.46 whip. Now, Derek Rodriguez on the other side for the Giants, 42 strikeouts in 61 innings. The Giants are 13-4 in their last 17, winners in 12 out of their last 15 when traveling. The Giants are 7th in road scoring. They're also 34-21 against the spread when traveling. And of course, when I refer to the spread in Major League Baseball, I'm referring to the run line. Now, the Phillies on the other side, winners in just 2 out of their last 5. They're just 23-33 ATS at home. They rank 23rd in home hits on average per game. They're also 22nd in home hits allowed. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean toward the road team in this one. They might open up. They'll probably open up as the road dog. So if you're looking for a little plus money, this might be something you want to look at. I'm going to lean San Francisco, winning this one outright for some money line cash. Next game, Mets, White Sox, 210 guaranteed rate field in Chicago. The Mets are minus 160, totals 9.5. We did see a 10-cent move toward the Mets and movement downward on the total. New York open $1.50 up to 160. Total open 10 down to 9.5. 63% are leaning Mets, 61% shaded toward the over. Right now, the White Sox are plus 150 on the money line. The Mets minus a $1.05 on the run line. We have Zach Wheeler for the Mets, Dylan Cease for the White Sox. Cease is just 1-3 with a 6.86 ERA and a 1.62 WHIP. Wheeler on the other side, 7-6 on the year, 137 strikeouts in just 124 innings. Now the White Sox are 19 games back in the division, just 20-34 against the spread at home. They've also dropped 7 out of their last 8 ball games. The White Sox are also 28th in scoring on average per game. Now the Mets are starting to heat up a little bit here. Nice little 6-game win streak, 6-0 in their last 6. They're 9th in striking batters out, 9th in road offensive hits. Now total-wise, the Mets are 36-23 to the over when traveling. I'm going to lean New York Mets minus 160 and the over 9 runs in that game. Next matchup, Brewers, Athletics, 337 Oakland. No line currently posted for this game. We have Chase Anderson for the Brewers, Daniel Mengden for the A's. Mengden comes into this game with a 5-2 record. He also has 41 strikeouts in 55 innings. Chase Anderson on the other side for the Brewers comes into this ballgame with a 1.23 whip. Now Oakland's just a half game back for that second wild card spot in the American League. They are 13 games over 500 as well at 61-48 overall for the year. The A's are 34-23 at home and winners in 3 out of their last 4 ball games. A couple more things to add about the Athletics. They rank 7th in runs allowed on average per game, and they are also 8th in hits allowed at home. Now the Brewers on the other side, winners in just 24 out of 52 when traveling. They also rank 23rd in striking out on average per game. The Brewers are 25th in hits on the road and 23rd in walks allowed on the road. So with all that said and done, I'm leaning toward the home team in this one. Give me the Oakland A's winning this one outright for some money line cash. Next game, Blue Jays, Orioles, 7:05 Camden Yards in Baltimore. No line currently posted for this game. We have Trent Thornton for the Blue Jays, Asher Wojciechowski for the O's. Asher Wojciechowski comes into this game with a 3.60 ERA and a 0.93 whip. He also has 37 strikeouts in just 30 innings pitched. Now Trent Thornton on the other side, completely different story. He's just 3-7 on the year, 5.45 ERA and a 1.54 whip. Toronto is 24 games under 500 at just 43-67 overall for the year. And they're just winners in just 23 out of 56 away from home. They rank last in hits on average per game. They're also 29th in walks allowed, which is second to last in Major League Baseball as well. So with all that said and done, normally don't lean toward a pitcher, but I just don't have enough faith in Baltimore as a whole. So I'm going to go ahead and lean toward Asher Wojciechowski getting the W in this game here. All right, next game is going to be the Rays taking on the Red Sox, 7-10 Boston. The Red Sox are minus 125, totals 10.5. We did see a nickel fade of the Red Sox in the early wagering. They open $1.30 down to $1.25. Total once again is 10.5. 58% are leaning Boston, 63% shaded toward the over. Right now the Rays are plus 115 on the money line. Boston plus $1.40 on the run line. We have Brendan McKay for the Rays, Andrew Cashner for Boston. Cashner's 10-5 with 81 strikeouts on the year. Boston's also first in scoring on average per game, first in hits, first in walks, and they're just 2.5 games back in the American League for that second wild card spot. Now the Rays on the other side are 0-3 in their last 3 games where Brendan McKay made the start. I'm going to lean Boston Red Sox minus 125 in the over 10.5 in that matchup there. Next game, Astros Indians, 7-10 Cleveland. The Astros are minus 200, totals 8.5. We saw a nickel fade of the Astros in the early wagering. Houston opened 205 down to 200, totals 8.5. 68% are leaning Astros, 78% shaded toward the over. Right now the Indians are plus 170 on the money line. Houston minus $1.20 on the run line. We have Garrett Cole for the Astros, Danny Salazar for the Indians. Salazar is making his first start since 2017. Looks like he's going to be held to just about a 70-pitch pitch count here tonight. Now, Garrett Cole on the other side, he's been outstanding. He's 12-5 with a 2.94 ERA and a 1.00 WHIP.